Hi and welcome to my channel. This is Yeva. Thanks for joining me in another scrapbook process video. I've got an Easter layout for you today. I'm using two different collections from Simple Stories called Faith and Domestic Bliss. They coordinate really great together, so I'm using those two. And so I started out with my photos, then I found a sketch on Pinterest that I was really happy with, and turns out I had the perfect gutted circle in my collection. I don't know who has a gutted circle, but I do. And when I mean gutted, from another page. So there we go. I had a circle that worked out perfectly for this layout. And here I'm just trying to figure out some colors. It's an Easter layout, or Easter photos I should say. And so I really wanted to use that bluish gingham, and I thought that would work really well. And I'm using a lot of colors and a lot of patterns, so I decided to map my photos. The 4x4 is just a 4x4. These little ones I believe are about 2x2, and I just make just like a long little strip that would go under my 4x4. So there's that. Once I was matting it, I made a mistake of making the border at the top a bit too small, and I was like, you know what, I'm not going to mess with this, I'm just going to redo it. There's plenty of cardstock to go around. Why mess with it and stress about it? So there's that. I'm moving on. Yeah. By the way, my lighting here is gonna go wonky. I have a new craft room studio, whatever you call it, and it has the best lighting ever, but I'm also facing a window. I was filming in the evening or late afternoon, and I was not ready for the sun just to be coming streaming in. So if you see crazy glares, and yeah, you'll know why. Here I am just starting to cut everything down, figure out my layout, my strips, sizing and things like that. And when I cut this blue one down at the bottom, I realized I have a big gap, and that was not going to work. But here I'm actually trying to figure out another dark blue paper to replace that one, but I just couldn't find anything, and I did not have another page that was the same. Tiny little hearts on navy background. I love that page. I've used it so many times, but I just couldn't find anything. And I was like, okay, maybe I can cover it up. Maybe there's a little card here that I can replace it with. So I'm just flipping through random things. And I decide, okay, I'm going to make this work. It's okay. We're going to figure out, this is what we scrapbookers do, right? We use what we have and we're going to make it work. So I decided to layer up more strips and to see if I can cover it up. And I figured I can always put some embellishments over it, right? We can figure this out. And I also like the idea of having more color on this page. It just felt very blue, white, and gray. And so I added some pink floral, some yellow, and yeah, I'm just starting to commit. And also my shaky camera. Again, I'm really figuring out this new studio layout. And I keep bumping the table, which the camera's on the table, ooh, it shakes. So yeah, just bear with me in the next couple of videos, you guys. I'm really working on this. And so yeah, I'm just committing. I'm really struggling with that blue edge. I left it off like that, figuring I can patch it up, cover it up. In the end, it works out. But boy, that blue paper. I need to get some more, you guys. And yeah, I just keep stressing about it. And actually, I start patching it up, just gonna patch it up. Once it's actually, you look at it in person, you can't tell a thing. It actually looks really great in person. But you guys get to see me struggle with this. And also, once I cut off that random strip or that straggly edge, it actually gave me hope. I was like, oh, this looks actually good. There's just one little tiny spot. Oh my goodness, I struggled with this. Yeah, that was just me erasing some marks that I did when I was gluing everything together to make sure I don't lose my spots, because I really liked it how I had it. And now I'm moving on to the embellishments, which once again, I really struggle with this. In the sketch, it doesn't really define three different spots, like a triangle. We all know the triangle that draws your eyes and, connects everything together. And so I pull out these just cork circles that it was just a visual marker to figure out where my three spots would be. And so I thought, okay, let me try pulling out some embellishments, some three different things that were similar yet different. but I was struggling with it. I did not like any of the things I did. And again, I'm not keeping the cork. It was just a visual thing. So I was okay, let me just move on and work on the title because I knew exactly where I was going to put it. I knew kind of what I had in mind to write, and I titled it Ready for the Hunt. And the reason I said that, obviously it's Easter egg hunt, but I'm a boy mom, you guys. If you can tell in the photos, one kid is wearing the basket as like a helmet. And one of the other kids at the bottom in the strip is saluting me. He's wearing the basket on his head and he's saluting me. And he always walks around and says, "Yes, sir." Yeah, I'm a boy mom. So there you go. Ready for the hunt. And so I like how my title made this nice little curve. I was like, oh, that would be perfect for a little embellishment. So I decided to use vellum circles. Here I go with the vellum, you guys, to just soften it. Again, soften all the harsh edges, all the harsh, and to round it off. And then, of course, I kept gutting. You guys, I struggle with this page. I gutted some of that pink and just pulled it down because I forgot to pull down that strip to, again, just connect everything. And so I went through all my stickers and just trying to find something that's not overwhelming because there's a lot of pattern, there's a lot of color going on. I needed embellishments, which I love embellishments, but yet not eye drawing, not overwhelming. So I found a few little things, found a little label stickers, and here we go with those circles again, you guys. You know me, I love my vellum circles. So again, just more layering. I think that's what it was. Just to draw your eyes, but yet not overwhelming. And I also tried to make sure that each little cluster had all the colors that I was using. So it had a little bit of pink, had a bit of yellow, and had a little bit of that navy or blue. So that's what I'm just trying to figure out right now. Adding some little word phrase stickers, and again, just another pop of color. Since there was a lot going on, it didn't feel finished to me, so I decided to get some wood veneers, and I also add some enamel dots. After, I look for more stickers, so there you go. But yes, I add some enamel dots just to scatter around, just a little bit of confetti, a little bit of fun. Oh, here's the sun. See what I'm talking about, you guys? Ooh, that sun was not consistent that day, and I was not ready for it. We're working on it. We're working on it. And so I thought I was going to be done, but guess what? I'm not. Here's my story. I finish it, put my date. That's the last thing I always do is put my date stamp. I stamp it, I turn off my camera, I think I'm good, but I keep looking at it and it just feels so overwhelming and busy. And I don't know what it is with me lately. I like a simpler background, I guess, yet I love a little bit of texture, a little bit of color. So here I am deciding, you know what, it's a good time to pull it off. And I pull it off pretty good. I snag a little bit of that paper, but it's going to be fine. And I'm just going to realign, and thankfully it came off really well. It was just the circle and 2 strips of paper, and I had to reattach a couple enamel dots. So it worked really well. But then when I saw it on white, I was like, oh no, this is not good. So I draw 2 double lines all around to draw it in and just to make it feel all connected and whatnot. And I also scatter around some gold mist on the paper and off the paper again. That just really, really connects it. And then I'm happy with it, and then I'm done. Thanks for joining me, you guys, on this crazy, crazy layout. I hope to see you guys next week. Thanks for sticking around.